Hello everyone, welcome back again to this room. And finally, for 7 damn years, we finally come to this point. The Boys Season 5 has reached its finale and it already released worldwide. And since there isn't any special screening in Indonesia, I think, I don't know, I could be wrong. So I watch it on my own comfy home, my own comfy room, and I finished it, and I thought it was actually a pretty okay ending. Like I don't know, it's a pretty good episode. I actually enjoyed it. Weirdly, I feel a lot more enjoyment and have more satisfaction than the previous episodes. So yeah, I think this is actually a not bad ending. Yes, there's a lot of stuff that will make the fans want more. It's more, it's, I don't know how you say it without spoiling stuff, but you can clearly see that Amazon have budget limitation issue on this show. I don't understand, where they have like a lot of money for like, I don't know, movies like War of the Worlds, Rings of Power, I guess, which I haven't watched it, but I heard that a lot of people hate this show. And like, I don't know, it's like, I don't get it. If they have the budget, let's just talk about The Boys, right? And you see, when you remember season 2, season 3, season, I don't know what 4, but like season 2, I think season 2, right? Where Victoria Newman blown people's head off, or the fight in Herogasm. You can see like the budget is there, and then like in the first episode, or like in the, I forgot when, I don't know, the first episode, like first season, I forgot what season, when Homelander is like dreaming and he's like lasering a crowd of people. Remember when we have that budget? And in here, in the finale, it's like you can expect the budget will be more, but it's not. It's more limited, which is, man, it feels like they just deliberately, I don't know what's the word, like make it slow pace so that the ending or the final episode, like the final fight, is smaller and not grander, which I can understand, because like when you talk about like superhero movies, they always went big at the end, right? They always have this grand, huge CGI, whether it's a CGI monster, whether it's a giant laser from the ground to the sky, right? In here, there isn't much of that. There's some stuff that I enjoy, but I will say the first part, like the first 20 minutes, 30 minutes of this, no, I would say like the first 20 minutes, 10 minutes of this show, this episode is a bit bad. It's a bit weird. And then the final one is a bit rushed, but at the end of the day, it's actually a pretty good episode. So let's just end it right here and let's go talk to the spoiler review, and then after that, maybe at the end, I'll also drop my whole season review, like the whole season score. So yeah, without further ado, I think this episode alone, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. It's good, I enjoyed it, but there are some stuff that I don't like it. It's definitely way better than the rest of the season, like the previous episode, or even like episode 4, 5, 6. I think like 4, 5, I'm gonna drop it from like a 7 to a 6, and then yeah, 6 out of like the episode 7 is just like what, 3 I think, or I give it a 4. I don't remember. It was bad, and thank God they actually kind of end this show pretty well. Anyway, so yeah, let's talk about a spoiler, and then I'm gonna talk about the whole season, like as a whole season. So yeah, 3, 2, and 1. So spoiler talk. What happened in this episode? So what do I say? What do I mean by the first part of this episode is kind of bad? It's the Gen V stuff. It's the Gen V characters. Marie Jordan Lee, I think. I don't know. There's like another character that like she comes in and it's just like speaking like Kimiko, like those Gen Z I don't know, man. Like this writing, I find it annoying to me. I don't know if she's part of the Gen V cast. I don't know, man. Just like I don't know. I didn't watch Gen V, but they just appear to get the people from the previous episode to safety, and then that's it. We never see them ever again, which begs me a question, like why you put Gen V characters into this show if you don't want to use them? I've heard people talk about like Odessa Project, about how Marie is supposed to be as strong as Homelander, and she never even used her powers here. She literally, in the first scene, and then she just left, never to appear in the show again. Heck, even her series got cancelled too. Like, when is she gonna appear next? Like Vought Rising? Well, we're gonna need to show Vought Rising to see the return of Marie Moreau, I guess. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, I don't get it. Like, if you don't have anything, like if you don't have a story for them, just don't let them appear on the show. Heck, fuck it. Don't mention don't put the boys' character so haphazardly in Gen V season 2, because now you have to. Because again, like Gen V season 2, you have the audience, you have the boys' audience. You need to, like, if you want to put Gen V season 2 and connect it to the boys season 5, then don't lie. Don't say on your interview that, oh yeah, don't watch Gen V because Gen V is not gonna be important to the boys. Like, what the fuck? Because like a lot of people say that the boys Gen V season 2 is like important because like Marie Moreau is supposed to be as strong as Homelander, and then she appears here, and you know, like the fans expect her to fight Homelander or something like that, but she doesn't. She just appear and fuck off. Like, she just laughed with Jordan. That's it. Like, the fuck. Like, I don't know, man. I'm glad I didn't watch Gen V, because now seeing this is the ending for the characters of Gen V, it feels very very sad, you know, like very disappointing. Like, thank God. Like, I feel really bad for people who actually watch Gen V and are actually waiting to see Marie Moreau do something in this final episode in season 5. But that's what happened in the first scene. And then we finally get to the scene where Kimiko is basically being toyed by Sister Sage. She got angry. She released her blast, hits Sister Sage, and apparently the blast didn't, I don't know, I guess the blast is not burning, it doesn't burn her clothes, I guess. I don't know, like, isn't the blast supposed to burn clothes and stuff? Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm misremembering stuff from the older season where Soldier Boy is using his blast. But she did it. She blasts Sister Sage, and Sister Sage basically becomes a human. And that's it. She talks about how she wants to go to Harry Potter Wizarding World or something like that. So she fucks off, and she never appears again, so she's alive. And then the boys, Huey, Starlight, Kimiko, Butcher, and MM, goes to Vought to stop Homelander, because Homelander, on Easter, he's going to show the world, he's going to make a grand speech that he's gonna be the only one God. And with that speech, the people, there's tons of people that went to like a cinema or like a theater, and there's gonna be like psychic soups there that are planted there, so that, you know, they can like mark which one doesn't believe Homelander is a god, or and like which one does actually believe that Homelander is, you know, the only true god and the only leader of America or something like that. So that's what happened. All Father appear, and then the Deep appears again. I guess even the Homelander is kind of angry at the duo, and Homelander is like, I don't need anyone, I don't need billionaires, so he kills like a rich guy off screen, of course, because they don't have the budget for more blood and gore, I guess. Oh, and then before that, Homelander also like visits Ryan. Ryan finally appear again, and then that's it. Ryan actually like, you know, like tells Homelander that, you know, he's nobody. You know, like a god doesn't need to force people to be afraid of them. Like, you're no god and stuff like that. And of course, Homelander is angry, but he just left. Again, Homelander, I don't know what happened, but I feel like Homelander should have killed Ryan or something. Again, I really wish we get to see Homelander being threatening again, being like, holy shit, like this is tense. Like, I really wish we get to see when Ryan is like up in his face and talks shit about him, about being like a god, and like, you're not a god, you're just a pathetic, afraid human baby child, whatever. Homelander should just, I don't know, like punch him or fucking laser him or something like that. Like, what the fuck, man? But of course he doesn't, and then we get to see the boys enter the White House, got ambushed by people, by the security team. Ashley helps them escape, and then for the rest of that whole battle, there's no more SWAT team, there's no more security team. Again, it's like Stranger Things, or like any other, I guess. The writing, especially for like, this is the White House, by the way. This is the White House. There is no security team, there's no SWAT team, there's no personnel, there's no other soup. Like, you would have thought that there will be, I don't know, like 10 soups or like 5 psychic soups protecting Homelander or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. Bro, you have the guy there, and like Homelander know that Kimiko have the one thing that can, you know, depower him and basically drop the status of God, right? What the fuck? Like, why he doesn't like tell All-Father, or why doesn't he tell like I don't know, like Ashley or his team to gather up soups? I thought he wants to gather up soups. Again, it's they just drop quotes and speeches that doesn't mean anything at the end. And then they got in, Ashley escapes, the Deep is there, Starlight sees the Deep, and Starlight and the Deep just blast off. And so the 3 boys and 1 girl, because the remaining the boys member, they went on, and then All-Father stops them. And so Huey and distracts All-Father so that Butcher and Kimiko can go into the main presidential room with Homelander there. And when Homelander's speech, before that, I guess I just finished the other soup's death first. So the first death here is All-Father. All-Father is cornering Huey. I guess he just forgot like, where's or maybe he thought that like went with Butcher and Kimiko, so he doesn't concern of him or where his whereabouts. He just focused on Huey, and he's like, I don't care about you, I just want Butcher and the girl. Like, where is Butcher and the girl? And when he's distracted, from behind, when he's about to unleash his sonic blast to kill Huey, he grabs a gift from Ashley from like a previous scene, where Ashley gives All-Father like this ball gag that is made by like an indestructible metal. I forgot what was it. I think it was like titanium and Kevlar or something. So strapped the ball gag into All-Father's mouth, and he basically black bolt himself out. He screams, the ball gag stopped the scream and exploding his head. It's basically what happened to Black Bolt in Multiverse of Madness, right? And so that's what happened. Hold on, maybe I'm gonna change the lighting a bit. Okay, that's a bit better. It's getting a bit dark here because I just recently finished the episode. But yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, All-Father dies, and then Starlight and the Deep fight. Starlight tries to reason with the Deep, because the Deep, like on the previous scene where he met Homelander actually like speaks the truth to the Deep, where turns out Homelander doesn't like never respects him. He just wants to know that the Deep is like deep, like, you know, like very deep. Like, he doesn't give a fuck about the Deep. You get what I mean? But yeah, but the Deep doesn't care. He fights Starlight, and Starlight blasts him with her light blast and pushes him to the ocean, where, of course, just like what Samuel Jackson said on the previous episode, the sea creatures comes in, surrounds him, and they brought up Ambrosia. I forgot her name. Tilda Swinton's character in season 4. I think it's the octopus basically, and then there's a giant. I think it's a giant squid wrapped the deep. I guess strong enough to hold the deep down because like I don't know how shouldn't the deep be able to. I thought again like the logic for the superhero power scaling is a bit odd here because I feel like the deep should have been able to just swim really fast and really quickly, and you know, even if there's a giant squid using its tentacle to grab him or hold him down, he should have been able to break free from it easily. Again, it's the same season where Black Noir just doing nothing while the deep choke holds him and stabs him even though he can't fly, right? So whatever, man. It just doesn't make fucking sense, man, but whatever. And so the giant squid, I think it's a giant squid, I don't think it's a giant octopus, uses its tentacle to go through his butt and onto his mouth, killing him instantly. So the deep dies. Basically, what happened to the director, Bork, I forgot his name, the director guy that is friend with Black Noir 2, the one who got killed by the Moray eel, which is kind of weird that they kind of, I get it, they brought up Tilda Swinton's character, but I thought they're gonna also brought up the Moray eel that he sacrificed to go up to that director's butt, right? Because the eel died, right? 100%. Again, whatever. So the deep dies, and then we finally get to the main event. Homelander fights Butcher and Kimiko. This is the part that I actually do not like at all. I get it, Kimiko is like already make a promise of herself that she's not gonna be chaos. She doesn't want to fight anymore. She doesn't want to be the past female, right? Or yeah, right, like what was her name? Was the like the female, right? She doesn't want to be the past murderer, right? So she basically kind of goes into Homelander, like tried to punch him only like twice, I think, and she got like laser blasted twice. And after that, she just stand there doing nothing while Butcher is like fighting with Homelander and using his tentacle to fight Homelander. I thought the fight here is actually solid. Kimiko tries to laser him, but she couldn't because she just doesn't feel angry anymore. And when Homelander is about to kill Butcher, I think, or was it want to kill Kimiko, I forgot, Ryan comes in and stops Homelander. So it's a 2v1, just like what happened in Herogasm. And they fought, and they fought, and they fight until Kimiko sees Frenchie. And Frenchie is basically saying, the vision of Frenchie. Frenchie's like, no, you don't need rage. You don't need rage. What you need is in you. It's your heart. You only need your heart to use your radiation blast. And so she did it. She unleashed the blast, hitting the trio, Ryan, Butcher, and Homelander. And basically what happened next is that Kimiko and Starlight is the only soup that's still around as characters, while Ryan is got knocked out. Kimiko also got knocked out from the blast. Butcher stands up, and Homelander also stands up. Homelander tries to laser him, and then he realizes he doesn't have the power anymore. He tries to fly, to jump during the silly move, but he couldn't. He couldn't fly. He is a human, and Butcher just beats the fuck out of him. I really love this scene, and this scene immediately ends with the comic ending to Homelander. Well, not Homelander. I think it's to Black Noir, right? Basically, he used his crowbar, and he stabs it to the top of his skull, and then bam, lift the skull, killing him basically. That's how Homelander dies. So Homelander dies, and then I was like, oh shit, it's over, right? And I moved my cursor, and then I saw there's still 20 more minutes left. And that's when you realize Butcher needs to die. And of course, so what's happened to Butcher? Butcher becomes soup hating again because Ryan doesn't want to be with him because he's violent, he's not a great dad. So he just wants to be with himself. He just wants to, start fresh with himself. And then Butcher goes into his room, sees Terror die. And because of that, remember the virus, he grabs the virus and then he puts the virus into the sprinkler system on Vought Tower. And that's when, and Huey realizes as well, because Standard gonna make like a cameo here on the TV. He's basically saying, yeah, Homelander dies, who cares? We still have more soups. That's what happened. Again, like the whole MM saying, oh, when you go out, Stan, I'm gonna kill you. That doesn't happen. MM having his revenge for Soldier Boy, that doesn't happen as well. Whatever. And then basically Huey and Butcher is like on the seven board. And they basically fight Butcher, like Huey wants to stop Butcher. Here they pull his gun out, but Butcher managed to beat him out. And then Butcher is about to detonate the sprinkler that is filled with the virus. So when the soups get into the tower, everyone will die, basically. All the soups will die. But then, obviously, Huey doesn't want that because it's Huey. And then Butcher sees Lenny in Huey. And because of that, he hesitates, and Huey shot him to the chest. And that's how Butcher dies. And that's basically the ending. Ashley is being impeached. She's no longer the president. And then the president is actually Singer. Bob Singer is back. So hey, Supernatural cast again, I guess, for Vought Rising maybe. So we get another Supernatural reunion, I guess. Reunion. Whatever, man. But yeah, again, that's the ending basically. The epilogue is actually pretty sweet. I thought Ryan is like with MM. I guess MM is like married to his ex-wife again. I think that's his ex-wife, right? I forgot. And then Kimiko is like she's on French. She's on France. She's on France eating because Frenchy. And then Huey and Annie is now together. Huey and Charlotte is together. She's pregnant, and I guess it's totally okay when she uses her power because I guess it's because her baby is gonna be like Ryan, right? It's gonna be soup, so it's totally fine. She also have like her side job being a soup, basically. So I guess it's totally fine, even though I don't know, man. Like it's kind of, isn't it a bit dangerous to, like when you're pregnant and then you can fly, you use your powers? I don't know. Maybe it's like in Fantastic Four, right? What was the name of the child again? Like the baby, like he can protect the mother as well. I guess, right? Maybe, right? Then again, she is a soup, and the child is a soup as well. So obviously, it doesn't matter if she got punched. I guess. I don't know, but like I just imagine like Starlight is like fighting a soup, and then the soup like punch her belly. It's so fucked up, man. My mind is fucked up. But come on, man. Like that's exactly what she does at the end. She's like responding to danger, right? Like to emergency situation. What if it's involving a soup? What if like she got punched through the belly? Like, wouldn't that kill the baby? I don't know, man. But yeah, that's the ending. And yeah, so Butcher dies, Homelander dies, the Deep dies, All-Father dies. That's it. Terror dies, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, again, the criticism is Terror, a Butcher being evil. I honestly really wish there is an episode 9. I feel like it's just too rushed. I think the change of Butcher becoming evil again is too rushed. Honestly, they need to slow down there. But I get it, they don't have any more budget, I suppose, and that's why there's only 8 episodes, I guess. Again, it just sucks. It's like season 5 as a overview feels like it just exists not only to close the story, not only to bring Gen V cast or character story as well, but also to build up Vought Rising. It's a mess, and honestly, it's a good finale. I enjoy the finale. I think it's a good, solid 7 out of 10. It's good. I enjoy it, especially Butcher and Homelander fighting with Ryan as well. I'm glad. Again, like Ryan, I thought he's gonna be with Zoe because it feels like Zoe and Ryan is kind of like flirting. I don't know, maybe that's not flirting, but like it feels like they're like have some connection, right? I kind of wish, I don't know, maybe like we can see Zoe again, because like where the fuck is she? Like she's just gone, I guess, for the rest of the show. Again, like Caesar Sage, I guess, like, oh man, like Caesar Sage again as a character, she's such a weird, like she's just as intelligent as the writer, right? It's just such a lame character. Who else? Oh yeah, Bombside Quinn. Oh yeah, it's what Clara would have wanted. Like what the fuck, man? Even like the cast is like making fun of it. And then like I get it, a promo can lie because it's a promotion. It is there to hype up the audience. But I feel like it is so lame for them to show like the Vought Tower like destroyed, and like Homelander is like looking down from the space to Earth like destroyed. Where is that? Where is that on this season? It's so crazy to me that season 1 have more insane stuff that Homelander would have done, right? And that's when he's not even like a god, or like when he's still doesn't see himself as god. And again, like at the final fight, I thought when he got V1, his laser would have either like disemboweled Butcher or like completely like goes through Kimiko or something like that. But it's like, it doesn't feel like it feels like he's just the same Homelander. It doesn't feel like Homelander with V1 is different than Homelander without V1. I just, again, as a whole, it is a mess. This season is a mess. There's a lot of stuff that I wanted, but honestly, season 5 of The Boys, I don't know, man. We could have got a much better show. We could have got a much better season. I think because of the whole debacle that they're trying to do with Vought Rising, even like assassinating like Soldier Boy's character, even though, you know, like he's supposed to be in love with Crimson Countess, right? Why is he suddenly fell in love with the Nazi, right? With the Nazi bitch, right? And then like the whole back and forth between, oh, I hate you, son. Oh, I love you, son. It's because it's what Clara would have wanted. And then the whole like V1 introduction, the whole Homelander not killing a lot of human. Where's Starlighters? I thought they're rounding up Starlighters. I thought we gotta see like camp, like you know, like those concentration camps filled with Starlighters. Like I thought we gotta see like Homelander like appearing on one of the camp and like start murdering every single one of them. It's a mess. But I'm glad it's over. I'm glad the finale is good. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it. Honestly, at the end of the day, I think this whole season, I'm gonna give this a rating of 5 out of 10. Season 5 gets a 5 out of 10. Yeah, maybe it's a bit too low, but to me, maybe because I expected a much more. I wouldn't call this as terrible as Stranger Things. I actually enjoyed this season, this final season, than Stranger Things finale. But this is a 5 out of 10. It's so riddled with mess. Yeah, you have two great episodes from the start. Episode 3 is pretty good. I kind of like that. Episode 4, Quinn, I think. Like, what the fuck was that? Is it supposed to be supernatural, where it's like monster of the week? Like, why? More Vought Rising stuff. Episode 5. What is episode 5 again? Oh yeah, Supernatural Reunion. More weakness for Homelander. Mr. Marathon and Mark Chemical just there for the reunion. 6. Wait, is 5 with Firecracker? No, right? It was 6, right? Wait, was it 6? No. 6 is Bombside. Okay, so 5 is the one with Firecracker's death, right? Yeah, Black Noir. Oh, man. Episode 6, Black Noir's death, right? Yeah, Black Noir's death. Disappointment. What a bad episode. What a weird writing choice. Episode 7, again, there's a lot of stuff that I fucking hate. Gen V characters there just for a cameo, I guess. It feels like they just disrespect people who actually watch Gen V and disrespect the characters that they write as well from Gen V. Again, Soldier Boy got knocked out again for Voth Rising. And finally we got 8, the finale, that I feel like it's a good one. But I feel like the ending with Butcher being evil, it needs to be more. I honestly expect Terror would have been killed by another soup. It would have been much better if like episode 9 start with Butcher and Terror is like walking on the park, being happy and free, and then suddenly a soup just comes in and kill Terror. I get it. You don't want to show a dog dying on the show, like on the TV series, on the TV screen, or on the theater, right? I get that. We can give Terror an off-screen death, but I really wish it would have been like a soup or something, so that, you know, the snap would have happened. The snap within Butcher's brain of like, you know what, fuck this, I lost Ryan, you know, and yeah, Ryan's right that I'm a terrible human being. I killed a bunch of people, but at least I have Terror. And I'm happy that Homelander is dead, but then just suddenly a soup just killed Terror, and now we're back with Butcher being evil again. Again, I honestly wish it would have been a 9th episode stretch out, so we get, I don't know, so Butcher's death and Butcher's transformation to become the villain, like a villain again, feels a more rewarding and more emotional than what happened in this episode. I feel like it's too rushed. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's 5 out of 10. The whole thing, it's disappointment. I'll say season 5 is worse than season 4, 3, 2, 1. Like, it's the finale, bro. Like, it should be better. Instead, it's like, oh, we need to do for Voth Rising, we need to do for Gen V, we need to do for we need to do for more Homelander becoming Trump allegory. Like, yeah, we get it. People hate Trump. People want to see Homelander as Trump because they are both like blonde, and I guess Eric Kripke wants to. Fucking hell, man! It's just such a shame to see a series that I love. I once, I really enjoyed The Boys, just to come down into this whole spot. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, this long ass review of the finale of The Boys. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Hope you guys enjoy this. If you like it, please subscribe, click the notifications bell to watch or to get the notifications for new videos. Click like and comment what you guys think about this episode or this whole season. What do you guys think? Do you guys think they landed? Do you guys think this is the best season ever? Do you guys think this is a really good episode? Or maybe you agree with me, this is like a terrible episode. It's like a dog shit episode. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a nice day, and see you guys on the next video. Goodbye.